Peace, 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 and blessings, my loves. Grand rising, grand day, golden rising, rich rising, infinite rising, wherever you are in this lovely universe. Thank you for tuning into my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely hostess, the High Priestess Oracle, High Priestess Voyage. And I'm doing readings for Leos, and that could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or wherever you have Leo in your chart, or maybe you don't have Leo in your chart and you're cross-watching for Leo. Either way, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment or two if the video resonates with you. If the video doesn't resonate, no worries. Put it on the table or push it back out into the universe. For it to circle back around for another Leo who may need the message. All right. I am using the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck with the General Tarot. One second here. All right, so Leos, you have the Annunaki light codes. And it says energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. And then you have memories of Atlantis, spiritual ascension, progress, and technology. You have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, to the Page of Wands, to the Two of Cups. So overall right now, Leo, this Four of Cups energy denotes a energy of introspection and spending time with self and retreating to get some answers. Which is okay and fine. However, you don't need to stay stuck in this energy for too long. If you do decide you want that alone time, you just want to be by yourself for a minute, at least, which is, I guess, self-isolation, which is what you feel like you need right now in order to move forth to come out on the other side of whatever this energy is, this new information. Like I said, in the Anunnaki light codes, you're at the end of a cycle, transitioning into a new spiritual ascension, and you're making progress in that area. But in that aspect, though, you need some alone time to divine and retreat. And that's okay. But you need to make that known to your loved ones around you so they don't take offense to your stepping away for a minute. So that they realize that the distance or the quietness that you are seeking right now is a choice. It's self-imposed because you know that you need to go through some spiritual downloads of new information in order to come up out of this energy with a different perspective. Okay. In the recent past, your energy has been scattered and all over the place. And this self-isolation is going to give you the answers you need to come up out of this energy shift on the other side. You realize the time and money and energy that you spent so far trying to do things for other people has been of naught. So you're going to stop investing in those people, places, and things that don't bring you back the return that you are seeking. Again, I've spoken to you about this before, Leo, reciprocity, the give and take. You can't just keep giving without being able to receive. You can't just receive without giving. It's a balance or a harmonizing of energy. But recently, you have been sowing your seeds into things that have not reaped you the benefit or the reward that you were seeking. And that's because you've been putting your energy into the wrong people, places, and things. But you're in a space with this Page of Wands to try something new. Um, and you don't quite know what that new thing is, but you're willing to try. Um, you need to. I think that's part of the problem, Leo, is that you've been so nilly-willy willing to try certain things, but you haven't really dived deep into knowing what it is that you even really want. So that's why things have been so inconsistent and all over the place, because if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail, and you haven't built out a structured plan. You've just been going with the flow. And not to say that going with the flow isn't a bad thing in some spaces, but you haven't put yourself in a plan that's going to help you go with the flow. You going with the flow is essentially working against you at this point of time. So you need to plan. You need to make a strict plan for the next 6 months, year, 3, 5 years. And it's okay to want to be free in your energy, and live. And that's what it is. You're getting confused with freedom of choice and living freely and going with the flow. Not the same thing. Those are two different things. Either way, once you go through this introspection, like I said, with this energetic shift, you're going to get some new information. You're going to come out with an actual plan of action, okay? And it's going to set things um, in a new direction. You could also find love. You could also find partnership after this healing process that you're going through. Um, And again, this could be a partnership in business, but I really, really feel that you're going to find solace and peace in a mutual friendship, a mutual partnership. Um, and not only are you going to find that within another person, but you're going to find that mutual balance within yourself after you have went through this healing. All right. So Anunnakis are a race of cosmic like beings who have been coming to Earth since the ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledged them as the deities who govern the space between the worlds. The divine leaders, the divine leader of the incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, as a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki has taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic, warlike quality that have appeared with wings, sometimes up to four, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appears, it's important to know that they are a heavenly ally supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they have visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who are aligned with the spiritual path to ascend into the next dimension so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given had to remain in the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had an Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. To connect, say Anunnaki, Anunnaki, I welcome in the presence of the Anunnaki people. Thank you for the angelic cosmic beings for immersing my energy body in your light codes. Great changes come for you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know that it is simply fear of new and not intuition. If you're wondering what is the best course of action, then Anunnaki encourage you to go in with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things might be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will always allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what's important to you. You are standing at the gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through the necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon Earth. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual ascension, progress, and technology. Legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that exists thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. These people were highly evolved and have been spiritual gifts and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, extremely psychic, and known for their abilities to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and their spiritual connection. Their disrespect for the earth and ocean caused a great cataclysm that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans, who had continued to live with the spiritual integrity, had an awareness of what was to come and were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm to that of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels and masters, work with those upon the planet Earth who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. If this card comes to you, it has a strong energy or seems familiar, it's a good chance that you are a former Atlantean who didn't honor your spiritual connection and then your spiritual connection then and are being given an opportunity to avoid making the same mistakes now. Visualize yourself cloaked in a deep blue, beautiful energy, Atlantic Ocean blue, and say, Atlantean Council of Light, thank you for supporting the evolution of my soul so that I can surmount the karmic imbalances of my previous incarnations. You are being transported through a gateway to connect with the ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card, you are receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also time when the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with the highest good and rooted in the energies of devotion. There can be a great coming together of the human and spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. Um, like I said, some of you are going through a purposeful self-isolation time because you know that you need to meditate and ground yourself and you need to get some spiritual messages before moving forth, which is going to bring you out on the other side with new perspective, um, a new mutual partnership within yourself and other people's. And like I said, it might even be you finding your spiritual partner or your actual physical lifetime partner on this realm. That completes my messages for my Leos, and that could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or wherever you have Leo in your chart, or maybe you don't and you're cross watching for a Leo. Either way, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment or two if the video resonates with you. If the video doesn't resonate, no worries. Put it on the table, push it back out into the universe for another Leo. Have an amazing day, and I'll share.